video. Surprisingly enough, I wanted to do a tutorial on how to back up your PC, and I wanted to actually load the program Easy Backup. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take you through the steps of Easy Backup and see where you can actually get the program from. Okay, first of all, let me advise you of something. This may not be something that I'll be able to do all the time, but for those of you that don't actually have a backup program, I'm willing to give away 5 copies of this program to the first 5 subscribers to my video, okay, or to my YouTube channel. All right, so just keep that in mind, okay? I'm willing to give away 5 copies of this program to the first 5 subscribers that I get for my YouTube channel, okay? Now, I'm going to take you over to where this piece of software is sold, and we're going to look at it for what it is and what it costs, okay? So let's open up Google Chrome, and we'll go from there. It's a very good. It really is a very good program. It's really easy to use, and I like it. I truly like it, man. I really like it, and like I say, it's really easy to use. And we're gonna go over to it, and I'll take you to the website, and you can see where here we go. Yeah, and you can take a look at it. It's $19. It's for Windows and for a Mac and a mobile. It's also, I know you guys are looking at this right here, but it is for Windows also, okay? So if you look down, this is the face of it, one of the screenshots that you have right here. Easy Backup, 0-click, is a 0-click backup for everyone, backup in seconds without technical acknowledgement, okay? And you look down, there's a few screenshots. And you can go over to this if you like. You can go over to it if you like. And there's a web, the web address is right here. You can always click it or save it in the video, or I'll put it at the end of the video and you can look at it, okay? So it's bought for $19, but like I say, I'm willing to give away 5 free copies of it that with keys, and they will be registered, okay? So let's start off with, these are the screenshots, in 1, 2, and 3. If you look at where it is, backup settings in the documents, you'll get a hold of it and how to restore and how to back up, okay? So we can go from there. You can read a little more of it if you like. You can. As you see, it's for Windows 10, 8, 7, etc., etc. And you can download the trial and start yourself. That's up to you. But I like to have a free copy of it because it would just do me just great because I like it. Okay. Let's get out of here. As you guys know that you've seen where it is, you know how to get there. Like I said, I'll have the link down below, okay, so you can click and go to it. Alright, so let's start this tutorial by going to, let's start this tutorial by just going to the opening this, alright? So let's close the web browser. Now, let's go over and to my utilities. and my desktop, and we're going to open up Easy Backup, okay? Now, Easy Backup is exactly what it says. It's really easy, okay? Now, here we are. Create Backup. And you click that and you say, wait a minute. Where do I go from here? Connect your backup medium to your PC. Now, this will confuse people because they'll get to looking around and they'll click this and say, well, let me click this here. Connect USB storage device that you want to use for backup. The backup will start automatically. You see that? That's exactly what it says. See, if you click it, it'll tell you what to do. In other words, if you have a USB drive or stick, you stick it in and it will start automatically. You understand? Now, I'm going to do it. Okay? And I'll show you how it works. Okay. I'm going to put in a USB stick. Okay? And it will start automatically. I don't know if I have one over here. Okay, let me put in one. There you go. Backup in progress. Do not. Now, we can stop this because of one reason. We're going to stop it because we want to know what we're going to back up. Now, you see how easy that was? I plugged in the stick and it started, right? Just that quick. But let's go over here and create the backup. All right? Let's do this manually. We read this before. We're going to read it again. Make sure, guys, make sure you scan your computer before you start your backup. Scan your C drive for any malware, randomware, antivirus, any viruses. Just scan it before you back it up. I hate to see someone back up a drive full of bugs and then talking about restoring it, okay? Let's just run the scan before you do it. It only takes a few minutes to do that, okay? All right, so we do that, and because as you start the backup, you can't get that out of there, you know what I mean? Okay, so if you look and see what I have, this is what I have. I have my, mine are chosen manually, but I'm going to take this out, okay? Remove the folder. I'm going to remove this. Alright, I'm going to remove this too. Okay, now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the folder that I want. Now, by default, people, let me show you something. By default, this actually backs up all of everything you have in the users folder, okay? By default, the users folder. And let me see if I can show you the default. Let's see if I can show you a default. Let's see. Here we go. This is the default, folks. Backup settings. Select which file. Now, by default, all of these will be checked. Videos, music, images, and documents. That's it. And you can literally close this and say save. You can save this and it'll back up everything in these folders. Because it knows where to go and get it, okay? It will do that. If you don't feel like hunting down what you want, you can just use the default and back up everything. Pictures, videos, music, documents, all of that can be backed up, okay? If that's what you want to do. Now, I don't like to just do the default. So what I do is I choose what I want. I'm not going to back up my videos. I'm not going to back up no music right now. I'm not going to back up no images, okay? I want my documents right now. They are important because I want to put them in a certain place where I can get to them immediately. So that's what I did, all right? So I'm not going to... Now, if you add a folder, see? You can add a folder now. You can add anything you want. You can add it. You can add whatever you want. But we're not going to add nothing else. We're going to keep what we have, okay? But you can add. Well, you probably say, well, Marshall, suppose I have something on the Delta drive. All right. Say I want to back up. Mailbird. Click it, and do I say folder or just say OK? You can say OK. It backs up Mailbird. Oh yeah. It don't matter where it is. It'll go find it and back it up to the removable media. Okay. You don't have to be on the C drive that you want to back up. If you got more than one drive, you can back up things from off of that drive. But just remember one thing. You cannot take a folder from the drive that you're placing the data on and back that file up to that file. You can't do that. It has to be different. If you got the H drive Mailbird you want backed up, you back it up to the G drive. You can't back up Mailbird to the H drive because why? That's where the media is that you want to put and save, okay? Now, alright, so we're going to say, let's try that again. Let's add another folder. Alright, so we got one from the G drive, right? Now, I want one from the P drive. I go over and say, I want to back up my P drive. And it's just one thing I want. I want to back up my music off of there. So you click music, and I just want, now wait, you say, I don't want the whole file, I just want what's in it. So you want NH software all in one. You've been looking for that. So you click it, and you say, okay. See what it does? It backs the whole thing up. It's just going to get just that. Do you understand? That's how easy it is to back. Now you're going to back up this one and these two. Whoa, yeah, you can save all of that. Now, we're going to remove these because we're not going to do it, okay? So we're going to remove them. Now, so you would click save here. You would click save. And what it would do, it would start to back up your software to the drive that you decided you wanted to go. But then you say, well, I don't know where to go. Save. Now, wait, we saved it. So let's go back and find out where we want to put it. Again, now, because you know when it said save, that means you put it in, it will start automatically, right? So we want a designated place. Where should the files be saved? So we're going to abort that and go back to create backup again. And it says if you do that, you know, you can, you know, as you say, cancel again. If you say create backup, it says put the media in, remember? And it starts. So we don't have one. So we're going to click this and go back. And then we're going to click this right here, which is settings. And we're going to go here, and this is what we want. And then we're going to say save, right? Then you're going to say, well, where you want to put it. Then it's going to go back manually. Again, manually we're going to do it. See? Now, select the folder. Because remember, we didn't put one in. Let's go back and do it again. Let's go back and do it again. Create backup. We didn't put the media in. So we go back and we say, we click this. That's the one we want. Now you say, this is the folder you want, and you say save. Well, it's going to save it, right? Oh, but it don't create the backup because you didn't put the media in. So what we're going to do, instead of keep going back and forth looking for what you're going to do, you're going to go create manually backup. Read the warning sign, click OK, choose where you want it to back up. We want it to go to the G drive. That's where we want. See that? See that right there? We already have it. We wanted to go there on the G drive where we have everything else anyway. You know what I mean? Let me go back to that. I kind of missed. Oh, here you go. See, we have everything here anyway. Yearly. Can you guys see that? Yearly, weekly, monthly, or daily is what we have. Remember we talked about the same thing over here. But we're going to do ours manually. You see, that's how we're going to do. So we're going to say G drive. Okay, the G drive is the one. Now, look at this. Please show us which folder you want. Since it's not there, we're going to go add the folder, right? We'll go here. We're going to go to the C drive. Where's the C drive, Marshall? Easy. You go to the C drive. Go here. See? PC, C drive. All right. User. Go down. In-house. Documents. what you want. See? I got it. That's the folder we wanted. You see how easy that was? We did that. We went and found what we were looking for to back it up. See, this is called manually backup. But you can skip all this if you got a USB stick in your hand. Again, I'm going to abort this. If you have a USB stick in your hand and you decide that you want to create a backup, you don't put the stick in. By default, this is what you want. Click all of these, okay? By default, right? And you can say save. Go back to create backup. Now stick the stick in and it will start automatically and you'll back up every one of those default files that were checked, folders that were checked, and you're good to go. Alright folks, just follow the instructions. Good to go. That's all you have to do. Create the backup, you have no stick, go away manually, come back, check the folders you want, or add more folders like we did before. We can add several folders from any one of these drives over here. Any one of them. So, now we know that. We say cancel. Now we're going to just say cancel. Remember guys, you can do it by having the USB stick or the USB drive in your hand to plug into the USB port on the computer. Now you guys know what a USB port is, right? Alright, let's, just for the sake of folks don't know what it is, okay? No, I'm serious, because you got a lot of people say, well, I got a USB port, but where is it? Which one is it? The one in the back is the one I plug it in, or the one in the front? It's basically the one in the back or the one in the front. It don't matter. Whichever is easiest you can get to, okay? I use mine in the front because I'm right in front of the PC anyway. So I put mine in the front. But a USB port is, I know you guys know what it looks like. Let's bring up two things, all right? Let's bring up some images, okay? I know this may sound a little tedious, but I'm going to bring up some images right now. Let's bring up an image of a USB stick, all right? Let's do that. Let's bring that image up, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And if it'll come up. Boy, I tell you, sometimes, you know, a computer, when you're doing several things, man, and the resources and the bandwidth, sometimes it can be real tedious. Okay, let's put USB port. ORT. We're going to put RT. Port, okay? USB port. That's the one we want, right? We hit enter, right? Now, we're going to show images of a USB port. See that? That's what a USB port looks like in the images. Let's just go to images so you can get a good look at one. See? That's the USB port. That's the one it looks like on the laptop. That's one on the laptop, that one there. And you also have one on, see, that's the one on the laptop. You got that one that you can plug in on the side. And the one you have in the computer, which would probably be in the back like this here, or let's see if we can find one on the computer. That's the one on the laptop, and we're going to look for one on a computer. Okay. This is just as good. It looked like this. The 3.0 and a regular one. You know what? 3.0, 2.0, it don't matter, man. They all work the same. You know what I mean? They work the same. They look just like this. That's what they look like. These are ports. You know, these are what ports look like, okay? And they'll be here, you know, or they'll be on the, they'll light up some of them, or they'll be on the computer like this. But now you know what a USB port is and where it's located. On your machine, on your laptop, on your desktop. There you go. That's a picture of it on your desktop. See? There they are, right there, all of them. See, all these ports. These are ports. That's what they are. Sticks, USB port. That's a USB port. USB ports will have this right here. You see? You know, the blue is for 3.0 and The other ones are just for the 2.0. However, this is what they look like. See what I mean? 2.0, 3.0. I don't know the difference. Maybe it is a little faster, but I never could get mine to be no more than what it is now. So that's what it is. Okay, now we know what that is. Now let's look at a USB stick. All right, that's a USB stick. See that right there? Well, let's look at USB media. Okay, USB pen drives. Let's go pen drive. Okay, pen drive. USB pen drive. See, these are pen drives. These are sticks. We call them sticks. Here's one. Now, I have one just like this. Just like this. Mine's 64. Just like that. Same thing. And I have one like this. I have one like that. And they all look like this. This is what it is. It's a stick. You can go out and get any one you want. 32 gig. That's exactly what it looks like. You know what I mean? So that's what a USB drive is. That's what it is. And you have all of this stuff here to show you, where it all goes. This is it. Okay? Alright? And I suggest anybody gets one. 64 gigabytes is what you need. There it is. Okay, folks? So let's get out of here. We know what the port is, and we know what the stick is. Alright, so now you have that. That's what happens when you go over and you say create backup and you see this. You know what to do. Plug it in, right? So now we can't do that. So we go here, we select the folders, and like you said, you save them. Now since you save them, you can go back manually, read the warning, and come back. And as I said, I set mine up. But if you abort it and go back to create and you go here and do it manually, I'm sorry, and go here, if you start the backup right here and put the stick in, it's going to back up every one that you saved, every single one of them, okay? So we can save that, so when you stick it in. But I say I do mine manually, just like this. That's what I want. Just that easy, okay, folks? So I'm not going to take up no more of your time. You see it. I'm going to leave you a link for this. And for the first 5 subscribers, I will give away this software for free, okay? Thanks, guys. See you later.